Can you recall your first moments of saying, oh, there's something interesting here, or this is working in some way?
Great. So a lot of my early meditations were unskillful. I was doing it, kind of reading books about Zen, and I had long hair and gold rimmed glasses, and I was playing a bamboo flute in the hills, and there was a kind of, I don't know, romanticism around it. It was well intended, thoroughly dorky. Okay. I think what struck me was two things right from the get-go, which I think strikes many, many people. One is that if you establish some kind of stability, and people like Shinzen Young, who I just really like as a friend and respect as a teacher, have pointed out that you have to establish something that's stable, in contrast to which the craziness or the tumult and noisiness and unregulated ness, like a blender, of the mind, the ordinary mind, becomes really apparent because it's against that stable backdrop. So if you don't have a stable backdrop, you're just swirling around, but you have to establish that stability even over the duration of a single breath. You establish that. So in contrast to that stability, just observing all these bubbles of neurotic desires and weird thoughts and fears and pains and the whole dynamism of that, which now I have understood 30, 40 years later is really grounded in the extraordinary dynamism in the nervous system and in our biology altogether. So that was takeaway number one, ruh-roh, you know. And takeaway number two was that actually, with a little bit of effort, within a few minutes, even within a few breaths, you could feel calmer, relaxed, disengaged from the crazy movie going by. You're watching it. Whoa, that's a trip. But you're not sucked into it. So those are the two big headlines for me. And then over time, I began to have, as my mind got quieter, kind of the classic progression, I began to have more of a stability, of a felt sense of something that felt transpersonal, maybe grounded in the natural frame as an innate feature of our own biology, perhaps something that's outside the natural frame that is meaningfully, categorically distinct from it, therefore transcendental. But a kind of peacefulness, a kind of awareness, a kind of stability of that which is undisturbed, through which disturbances pass, like eddies in the stream, which is a really powerful metaphor that has become more and more central to my own personal practice and my teaching, this notion of eddies in the stream, local patternings of larger dynamic processes, arguably moving through the banks of the unconditioned. So.